Hello, I'm post-COVID now. I can't remember if I've changed these for a while. Anyway, hello and welcome to me going through the next part of the Paul McCartney 80s singles. And I'm starting with, and it seems kind of like, I don't know, it's not really apt I guess, starting, I don't know, with some No More Lonely Nights. I don't think I've never actually seen the movie that this is from. Obviously I've seen the video clip and things like that, but I've never actually seen the movie where this is from. But I know he kind of reworked a few songs, Beatles songs for it, which I think George was a bit miffed by. I don't know why. But the thing with No More Lonely Nights is I have the UK version. It wasn't that bad. And there was a mispress, and it's kind of like you'd think, how on earth could you have done this? But here we are. I'll show you. Oh, just waiting for it. You're just waiting for the centre kind of smash out there, aren't you? But anyway, it was spelled No More Lonely Nights. I don't know quite how you could get such a thing like that, but there we go, No More Lonely Nights. Maybe they just found that blue thing too heavy and just, who knows. And next up is Press. I actually really like the pictorial direction of where the instruments will be on in the stereo spectrum. You know, sort of spectrum, it's kind of like, wow, the spectrum kind of makes you think of sort of prism rainbows or something, doesn't it? The whole Press album, he's done something like that with all the tracks. But I think it must have exhausted him a little, because on the flip side it looks like he's fallen asleep on the console. He's written all these things out. It's like, I think I'll go for a bit of a nap. Just don't fall asleep on the wrong twiddled knob there, Paul. I think your stereo picture might become a little bit, might resemble something Yoko would do, actually. That was a good one. Yeah, alright, sorry about that. No, from what I've read in comments, this does kind of get a bit maligned, but I've always really liked this song. And the video clip is kind of charming as well, with Paul on the underground there, sort of miming away to his pressing away to his miming too. It must have been an interesting challenge doing that. But it's just a really, really nice video. And the typical thing with Paul too, by the way, with what he does, is a lot of his B-sides are non-album tracks, which actually makes that fairly worthwhile, actually. You're buying the single, and you're getting a bonus track into the mix. Bruce Springsteen did it a bit too, actually. It's always nice. It makes you want to get the single, I guess, to get that bonus track from that artist. And next up is the Frog Chorus, or Frog Song, or something like that. Actually, Paul had the rights to Rupert the Bear. I'd forgotten that bit. That Paul actually did have the rights to Rupert the Bear and always wanted to do this little cartoony, filmy thing, and finally, 20-something years later, he finally did it. I suppose all good things come to those who wait. I know it gets derided as some of this kind of throwaway type stuff, but I really think it's gorgeous. I really do. It's not a throwaway piece of pap at all. Now this came in picture disc as well, but unfortunately it's done that thing that some discs do because of the polyethylene covers, or whatever that thing is, the thicker covers, not these, affected the vinyl and caused, in the case of picture discs, actually caused them to brown, go this awful brown colour, and just really, actually I'll show you. Did you like the edit? I actually got it slightly wrong, with the picture disc anyway. But yeah, this is the picture disc to We All Stand Together. This one lasted quite alright, but the next one is what I was talking about. Some of these lasted and some of them didn't. You can't really see it in the light like that. If I turn it around, you can sort of see where that's the colour that it's gone. It's sort of meant to be, it's clear, the same as the We All Stand Together one was. And it's just done this browning here, and that's because of storing it in these. And we had no idea that that was going to be the effect. And we had no idea that would be the effect it would have on picture discs, vinyl and stuff like that. So as soon as I was able to replace that, I did. But some of them was sort of like with that, had the thing on it and everything. So with that in mind, next up is Spies Like Us. And the video cuts quite a lot of it out, actually, as does the video to We All Stand Together. The video to this is very much edited, but I always like the way it builds up into different styles. It's sort of, again, I think it's a little bit of one of his underrated ones there. Actually, at the end of the video, they're doing a bit of an homage to the Abbey Road album cover, but given that it's night, I suppose you can't see if there's a Volkswagen parked in the background. But on the flip side here, he's posing as Prince Charles. Or is it Prince Charles posing as Paul McCartney? Well, either way, they've both got rubbery faces, I suppose. Anyway, he obviously removed it to cross Abbey Road. Or did he put it on after he crossed Abbey Road? I don't know, but there's Paul with a Prince Charles mask. Hope you enjoyed that little bit of rubber. Oh God, Rubbers and McCartney. Next up is Stranglehold. There he is, singing into his little mic there. This is yet another one I played quite a bit, actually, when I bought this. I bought this new. Unfortunately, sometimes they suffer ringwear. The UK version had the same setup and everything like that with the picture and stuff, but they just decided to change the title. Yes, so on that one you had a stranglehold, and this one you had Pretty Little Head. So you can honestly say this picture was used for a Pretty Little Head stranglehold, maybe. It copped the remix treatment, as everything did. And next up from the UK is Only Love Remains, with a lovely heart there. Kind of looks Egyptian or something. I wonder if you take that to an archaeologist, whether they could translate that for you. Translated, it probably means Only Love Remains. And lucky last we've got, and it was off the All the Best LP. Now I wanted to say All for the Best after that song from that musical. I suppose I could imagine Macca doing that. But yes, Once Upon a Long Ago. That's just kind of Paul doing his wordplay there, I think. Really nice little clip. I wasn't a huge fan of the song, but heck, you know, sometimes you can argue that if his worst is still worse than somebody's best. Hang on, I think that made sense. So yeah, his worst is better than someone's best. Oh, yeah, something like that. Getting better all the time, because it couldn't get much worse. Just like this video. So in that case, that's a very good way to end it, I think. So hopefully you enjoyed this. Hopefully I didn't sound too gruesomely nasal or nasally gruesome, something like that. And if you did like this, please do the likes and subscribes, blah 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 blah. I haven't got the energy to wave my arms around that much. Just slowly. Anyway, please take care of yourself. Thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I shall see you in the next one. Ciao!